Hello, sir. Let's get rid of it. So on the 14th, 3 mussels.
Friday in the center of Lille. An essential place for the big sale. Throughout the weekend, this restaurant will see a parade between 5,000 and 6,000 visitors came to taste the local specialty, mussels and fries. 24 hours before the opening. It's the start of the race for Patricia, the boss.
That's the famous heap of mussels from the sale.
The heap of mussels in the market, a mound of empty shells, dropped off at the door of the restaurant. The goal, to get it up as high as possible until Sunday evening. The Grande Braderie de Lille, a unique event which Patricia is very careful organization. During the sale period, her work capacity is increasing tenfold and she is all fronts.
It's really a good fortnight where we only talk about selling. That is to say, everything that is to check that all the equipment is working well, that we don't have a fryer failure, for example. In the middle of a sale, it would be a disaster.
And the most fresh as possible, and which will be swallowed up by the crowds of Brado over the next few days.
I don't know if you know it's almost 6 p.m. Can you go get me a high school diploma? An empty bin, an empty bin. But yes, an empty bin.
Patricia is a bit tense.
You will put it away before the service. Every year, no matter what we do, everyone brings their little bit of salt. Because from one year to the next, and although there are plans, there are discussions about the installation, the barriers, the tables and blinds. It's funny, by the way.
To serve all its customers, the restaurant hired a battalion of young waiters.
Please.
But tonight,
Anthony, so there's probably someone missing. That's great.
One of the chiefs of rank still hasn't arrived. While outside, a queue of more than 20 meters has already formed.
Hello, Anthony. Mrs. Dariussec calling. Well, we're waiting for you, so call us back. If there is a problem, we would like to know. Because your clerk is waiting for you. Thanks, see you soon. We're usually worried about the house, so he's late. It happens, we're not going to worry. We're going to start distributing the ranks.
Patricia is trying to put on a good face, and she has no choice. The service starts.
For mussels. It's the start. It's a car that hasn't left the garage for a year. It's a little bit.
It's only half an hour later, disheveled and out of breath, that Anthony, the boss of the rank, finally arrives.
Did we explain it to you well?
But today, the boss won't teach him a lesson. Because outside, the pile of mussels is taking shape. During the sale, there's no time to get upset, far from all this hustle and bustle on the banks of the Doubs. For those who live in Brado, the esplanade is open for business. The seats are so popular that some people don't hesitate to sacrifice their vacation and to come 15 days early so that no one settles in their place.
I'm going to take my 2 jugs and I'm going to put them over there.
This is the case with Jean-Michel Dupont.
On this site here, it's going to do me basically 22 or 23 years old. At this location here. That is to say here, along La Doyle's dead on. And if not, I've been doing the Lille Braderie for 30 years.
Oh, do you recognize the tree?
And he also knows us because we don't have sanitary facilities. That one sees you. They put fertilizer on his foot at that one.
Jean-Michel is a municipal agent in the north, an amateur second-hand dealer on weekends.
A racket. An old maid. Everything is sold in Lille.
For nothing in the world, Jean-Michel would miss the sale. There are her habits, her friends, and even her family. Her brother also makes the trip every year. It is together that they find in the cellars of their neighbors the items they are going to sell this weekend.
I have been here since Wednesday 21st, so it's going to be 11 days of sell-off to be sure to have our location.
So now the same. Girlfriend Zizette.
Is it a Jean Mitchell institution?
She is a wonderful person. The Dupont brothers are lovers.
It's fun.
And as I said earlier,
the discussions are quickly interrupted by a motorcycle patrol that passes by. Because officially, it is forbidden to sell before Saturday.
The big start will be tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. I think everyone is going to be on the alert because it's going to be the big unboxing as well on the bike path that should be behind and all that. The aim of the weekend is to raise enough money to go on vacation this summer.
This evening, no pressure despite the imminent opening from the sale. Moreover, it is time for another tradition for Jean-Michel and his friends.
The aperitif is on. It's launched, gone.
No, a background, really. Great, it's good, it's good. There you go,
Well,
thanks.
let's go. Chin chin. Cheers. Especially health, ha.
As night falls, the police patrol the Doul. Every year, careless people fall into the river after overwatered evenings.
These people are really at the water's edge, so it seems dangerous to me and I would like to know if they have permission.
For the duration of the festivities, the number of security forces is being strengthened in the northern capital, in particular, around the merry-go-round fair. This fair is the third fun fair in France. And of course, it's also one of the most eventful. This evening, Commander Barrier's policemen expect everything. And they are not going to be disappointed. The atmosphere is family-friendly and friendly. But quickly, a young person will seek to get noticed.
Look how nice they are to the people. I want to be on camera.
It's not going to stop there. The young man is obviously very tipsy. Commander Barrier's but a few minutes later,
him.
he came back to charge.
Well, there you go, guys.
And this time, it's hard to ignore it.
Lille is crazy. It is the most beautiful city in France.
Sir, we ask you to get dressed quickly.
There is no question of laughing with exhibitionism. It is a crime punishable by 1 year in prison. Especially since there are almost as many children here tonight as adults.
Can you pass me the file? He was on the main axis. He was completely naked doing the smart thing.
Okay, is he drunk?
He had a slight smell of alcohol indeed.
The Joker understood that he had made a mistake. In front of the police van, finally dressed, it is much quieter.
We finally received the call from the police commissioner, so we will transfer you to a police station.
A few minutes later, the police are on the scene to take care of it.
Down with the trouble you're going to have.
For what?
Because you were naked on the public road. Being naked in the middle of the fairground. It's sexual exhibition. It's a crime. Have you consumed alcohol?
Yes, I have consumed alcohol.
What about narcotics?
No narcotics, sir.
And are you with him?
I am his friend.
Are you his friend? All right. We take.
For wanting to be smart in the wrong place at the wrong time, he will be entitled to a fine and an unpleasant night in a sobering cell. During the sell-off period, we are allowed to have fun, but not just any way. The big sale of Lille is this summer's event for the northern capital. Between 2 million and 2 million people are traveling, barking, and party on the streets of the city every first weekend in September. Because the end of summer is also for young people, the last chance to relax before the end of the vacation. Alcohol often flows freely.
The concept consists of making 21 bars. We hope to finish.
And to avoid any overflows, police and gendarmerie are on alert day and night. Because at any moment, this explosive atmosphere can degenerate. But even after the sell-off for the police, no respite. Because in the north, crime is on the rise, plus 5% last year. And Lille is on the front line. Our cameras followed for several weeks the work of the police.
Do what you want. I don't give a damn.
Every day they drink. They are always drunk.
Between policing
And relax a bit,
Fight against crime.
Let's calm down.
Assaults and car thefts.
Go right. Go right. There are two going left.
Return to the esplanade. In his Super 5 transformed into a bed, Jean-Michel
So did you
wakes up.
sleep well?
Did you already get up a little bit last night?
I went to pee on the tree. Is he over there? Yeah, the closest to the car. The coffee is hot, right? I'm coming.
Coffee is a substitute for pastis. The sun is shining over the esplanade, and the second-hand dealers are all in a good
Oh
mood.
yeah, you didn't wear makeup.
Everything is ready to make great sales.
Let's go with the big rush.
Everything, almost everything. Because Jean-Michel still has to unpack his
What is
stand.
this tire? If someone forces the door on me, it falls out. And since I'm next door, I told Benoit that this is fragile.
Unfortunately, the journey was a bit difficult for some objects.
It suffered during the trip. It's broken.
But there's no time to feel sorry for yourself. The first bargain hunters are already scouting. The official opening of the big sale is imminent. Here, there is a tradition. Nobody has the right to sell before the end of the half marathon.
The start is gone.
It is Martine Aubry, mayor of Lille, who starts the race. 21 kilometers in the heart of Lille. 12,000 people come from all over the world to take part in the race. And it's only after the last rider arrives that the first objects can be sold.
Well done. Congratulations to everyone. You gave everything to the end.
All day long, hundreds of police and gendarmes, volunteer firefighters and rescue workers patrol the streets of the city. Like all major international events, the sale is under close surveillance. Everything has been done to ensure that these 2 days of celebration are happening peacefully.
Alexander, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's you.
But for Patricia, the calm, it's not for now.
Last minute change because there is one more absent, another absent. No, yes, finally one in the kitchen.
In a few minutes the restaurant will open and again, nothing is going as planned.
So you switch. Always on Saturday, honestly. But in addition, there is one. It was for us yesterday to arrive half an hour late, and now he's not coming. All they have to do is warn. Out of decency for the team and for themselves. I
The
mean,
latecomer
they
last
warn,
night didn't
you know.
even show up this morning. A tile before the big rush car out, hundreds of brigades, they are already queuing and hungry. In the dining room as in the kitchen, you will have to work twice as hard.
It's the green light, you can go, Patrick.
One less person on the staff. Patricia is worried that the quality will suffer and that its customers are disappointed.
Above all, give a good image of the establishment. A good service that you don't feel like you came to eat. A quickly made, well-made mussel.
And this image also goes through the heap of mussels. It has to be perfect, so Patricia hired Didier, an expert. In his family, we make lots of mussels from father to son.
Only shells, only empty shells. No fries, no paper, no fries trays. It's just shells mold. It's small now. It's a baby pile of mussels.
For 48 hours, the baby heap of mussels will grow. If it is at least 2 meters, this is a sign that the sale was a success for the restaurant. For his part, Jean-Michel, as usual, is a clown. But beware, now you will have to sell. And that's good, a customer has approached. He is very interested in objects that are a bit incongruous, these oil cans.
Yes, it's nice. It is very decorative. There are amateurs, and I am one of them. Thanks.
€3 for empty oil cans. The day is looking good and Jean-Michel is selling again. €12 for amphorae, €10 for candlesticks. That doorknob for a pittance.
I'll do it to you for €1.
And €5 for this chopper that's a bit rusty.
More money, but small money, to buy bread tomorrow morning. For now, it's fine. You can't complain too much.
Given the current situation, things are slowly working out. Starting to come the bombs, the buyers. There's no need to complain about this year. Have you sold? I sold well, yeah, I'm fine. Can we talk about money? We're not talking about money. Not at all, no.
Does that mean you sold a lot? No, we sold, that's all.
At the DuPont, we don't talk too much about money, but business is spinning.
I've never experienced that. This year is really exceptional. Don't talk about money.
The DuPont brothers will say no more about what they have won. But in view of the sales they've made, sure, the big sale paid off handsomely their next vacation. Same success for Patricia's restaurant, Auxiliary Moules, lives up to its name. And the baby muscle heap grew up. For the last day of the sale, tomorrow, it should break all records and go over 2 meters. For a few hours, the restaurant closes, and in the streets of the city, it's time for the party. This evening, the security forces are on all fronts, firefighters in particular. Emergency calls are increasing. He has just started his service, but Corporal Morente has already been called upon to intervene. They don't know what they need to do something about. At this hour, the partygoers are not very drunk yet. But during the sale, everything changes, and tonight, they're going to run into a young man who's in trouble.
Have you called the fire department?
No, I didn't call the fire department. What was I crying?
What is happening?
Because the woman of my life left 3 weeks ago with my little girl.
Do you have suicidal thoughts or not?
Yes.
So it's good for you that we come.
Excuse me, the firefighters have arrived. I'll talk to them a little bit.
Come with me. We'll go in the ambulance.
Can we talk, please?
Come with me to ambulance.
Desperate, he can barely stand up. Firefighters fear he may be suicidal.
I can't sleep anymore. I can't even feel my legs anymore. The woman from life left a week and a half ago.
Did you take anything?
No.
Alcohol, right?
Excuse. I haven't slept or eaten since.
We will talk in the ambulance. We are dealing with drunkenness on public roads, so it's more of a police mission. But there is nothing serious or urgent about this person. So one from her family is going to pick her up for the rest of the evening.
The intervention lasts only a few minutes, time to talk with the depressive lover, to reassure him and to entrust him to his family.
Are they your friends? Over there.
Because firefighters have another urgent intervention. Enter manage. A fight has just broken out. What are we going on?
We're going into a brawl. 14 Rue Jean Royson. Good evening, it's right behind it. What is it for? Is it for you? I didn't ask you where we're going. What has happened? Well, nothing. Nothing at all. Were you with it or not? What exactly happened?
He got hit by 4 guys. By 4 guys, punches and kicks in the head. We're going to go to the hospital for a walk, sir.
He got hit in the head. We know pays if there was a head trauma. Plus, he's intoxicated, so we don't really know. Are you coming with us? Where is it going to take you? I'm going to call the doctor, and he's going to tell us.
The young man is not seriously injured, but he's mad enough to have trouble remembering what happened to him. Firefighters don't want to leave anything to chance and prefer to put it under medical supervision.
A priori, no loss of consciousness. But given his intoxicated state, which has a small bump in the back of the head, we're going to do a checkup to make sure. Is there anyone accompanying him?
He can accompany.
It's not mandatory. It's to know if we're leaving. You go up with my colleague, and he will set you up.
For this young person, as for many of the partygoers tonight, the days after the sell-off are not going to be difficult. 2 a.m., a few streets away, we meet the team of Sebastian, Chief Brigadier of the BAC. He too intervenes in a fight that is causing trouble in the neighborhood.
Good evening, what happened?
There was a fight between two friends. Him there and then him there. Which one? Him there and he there.
Are they friends?
It's an old story. Are you a whole group and it's coming back tonight? Okay. So we've been trying to calm him down for a while. It's hard. Are you guys squatting for the sale? Yes, that's it.
They're going to stay there until...
A man is on the ground, obviously drunk. The other is a few meters away, a glass in hand, still ready to fight. Sebastian is trying to calm things down.
As you have consumed alcohol, you will be taken in sober up if there is a problem.
I agree. So we agree.
But what bugs me is the flash.
Precisely. If you go there, you will no longer see the flash.
I'm going over there. It works.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Is there someone accompanying your friend? Go and call the fire department.
Thanks to the rapid intervention of the BAC, the tension also drops quickly as she went up.
It's a group of friends. There was an old story that has resurfaced. Maybe he'll call the fire department. Her friend is calling. He apparently has a sprained ankle. Is he moving?
Assaults and brawls are very common during the sale, but most of the time the damage is minimal. So far it's been a pretty quiet night. But at 6 a.m., everything speeds up. The motorcycle brigade must intervene to move this vehicle parked on a sales site. But while the police check it out, an accident occurs a few meters away.
Are you drunk there?
No.
Someone would have lost control of their vehicle, following a discrepancy to avoid a cyclist. And so the results, you had it live. The car is destroyed, and luckily there were not too many on the road.
Some material damage, but it could have been much more serious. According to eyewitnesses, before crashing here, the driver, apparently drunk, is said to have already crashed several cars.
How? I didn't hit the car.
No, you hit a lot of cars there.
I didn't hit the car. Can you see?
No, you hit it up there too. When you started, you were parked just behind the 7. You see, you've been seen. It was 50 centimeters from the truck.
Clearly, the person responsible for the accident is not in his normal state. The police decided to take an alcohol test.
So now, following this material accident, and again, we are lucky that it was a material accident. We are going to test for alcohol impregnation using a breathalyzer test to check if this gentleman in question is positive for alcohol.
Go on, I'm holding the camera.
It is good. The result speaks for itself. Positive for alcohol.
Unsurprisingly, the man drank. It remains to know the precise level of alcohol in the blood. It is at the police station that the last tests will take place. The bikers, on the other hand, continue their patrols. Mission accomplished for the Lille police. There have been no serious accidents this year. But excluding the sale of goods, activity remains intense for the security forces. So, to keep up the pace, regular physical preparation is essential. And this morning, like every day, it's training time for Sebastian from the BAC. Since the start of his career, he has started his days through several hours of sport throughout.
We talk, even for our work. there is a minimum level of physical condition. There are tests to take. And then for the mind, it's also important.
For the mind, but not only. Sport is essential for the cohesion of a BAC unit.
Sometimes I feel like I'm managing my group as if I were managing a sports team. Whoever runs next to the train will run out of breath. We are really a machine set up for that, and we all understand each other about it. That's why it's a pleasure to work under conditions like that.
And this afternoon, the cohesion is going to be put to the test. Start of service for the BAC de Lille.
Let's go. Let's start, guys. It is 13.
So the crews, Alpha 2, Vincent, Antho.
Sebastian's unit is preparing for a long day of interventions. At the call, the watchword is clear. Priority is given to stolen cars.
They each hold a handgun. Let them point to the man and ask him for the cash register.
For several days, young people have fun robbing vehicles to do burglaries all over the city. Today, the men of the BAC will focus their efforts on hunting down these car thieves.
Vacation hours 13 o'clock. 2110 equipped with taser, flashball, no material.
Sebastian and his team won't have to wait very long. At 2 p.m., a call on the radio.
Well taken for Alpha 2.
A stolen car would have been identified and was circulating a few kilometers away. At least 4 young people are believed to be on board.
He doesn't know how to get on his damn side.
The situation is not simple. The men of the BAC must arrive on site as soon as possible, while remaining as discreet as possible so as not to attract attention.
Then it's good go.
There is one there, 446. That's it. There she is on the left. It doesn't
Arriving
matter.
in the zone, we cross the car which circulates in the opposite direction.
Behind us? Yes, she's there. She'll go to cross over. She's coming.
In a few seconds. The crew is organizing for the arrest, but nothing is going to go as planned.
Step back a little bit so you don't get seen. They stop. They have stopped. Go on, they're going backwards.
In fact, there are 5 young people in the vehicle, their car stalls, and they separate immediately in 2 groups. 3 escape on one side, the other 2 on the opposite side. The police are hunting for this residential area, behind these young people in blue tracksuits.
Hi, it's the police. Didn't I see 2 individuals running?
They just crossed over there. To the right? Thanks.
Under the boxes.
There's one who had a blue top. Blue with white stripes.
The guy is very blonde.
Searches continue between houses without success, despite the arrival of colleagues from the local police.
There is a person who sees them through their back, and then we don't know where.
After half an hour, the men of the BAC are forced to resolve to put an end to the hunt. The youth have probably gone into hiding and are waiting for the right moment. While waiting for the stolen car, stayed in the middle of the road.
If so, it was made about a burglary. It belongs to a gendarmerie zone. Finally, the owner lives in a police zone.
The problem was that we stayed there waiting.
Those car thefts in the middle of the day. It's big fashion. As soon as the good weather returns, groups of young people they rob them in their owners' garages to rodeos or even commit burglaries in abandoned houses during the holidays. Most of the time, these vehicles end up burnt
on the side of the road.
Today, even though Sebastian's team did not catch the criminals,
they helped avoid the worst. They're guys who are bothering the world. People are starting to get sick of it, they call, because they rodeo with cars in cities. There are kids everywhere. Still, the weather is relatively good. It's risky for them to drag it there, but hey, they're not aware of what they're doing. Next time we'll see them again, it doesn't matter.
Head to the police station. But just a few seconds after leaving the premises, Sebastian receives another call. 2 young people matching the description of the suspects have been detected.
I will recognize that for sure. If ever it's them, there's the clothing, blonde now. Ahead we have 2 tensions. Now it's going to be hot to get there. I see a little fart pass by.
Yeah, that's it. It's good.
Get up.
Blue tracksuits, a big brown and a little one with very blonde hair. For Sebastian, it's definitely young people, which he continued for 30 minutes. With one difference, as seen in these images. They apparently swapped their sweat tops, probably to try to go unnoticed. It failed.
Have you been waiting at the bus shelter for a long time? What time do you take the bus? He was supposed to arrive at 18:34. Minus 34, 18:30. It's 40 minutes early. You're not going to miss out.
The 2 young people are stuck. However, he decided to answer Sebastian's questions.
Because we're
Through
actually
insolence.
exhausted. We've been jogging for the CHR so far. Do you jog? They were behind you. You could have waited for us. We could have run together. I hadn't noticed. You're going too fast, but we could have run together. On the line there? Yeah, we're running. We didn't see you. Damn it. Go and sit down.
No, we don't blow it. We work the long distances.
They run here, then they take the bus afterwards.
There's no point in taking a bus pass. You might as well do it while running CHR. Are you dressed for jogging now? Reassure me. Yeah.
In addition to making fun of police officers, youth are both adults. They are at great risk if convicted or even accomplices in car theft, up to 5 years in prison and a fine of €75,000. And given their attitude, Sebastian has no intention of being lenient.
Let me explain things to you. If you want to be smart enough to do that, you will lose no matter what. You will be a loser. Clearly, no one actually says yes. It concerns you. You are responsible for your words. Okay, that's it. That's all.
I told you what to get us there.
Thieves or joggers, Sebastian doesn't know yet. But these youth who don't have the gangster profile will fall for it. He was convinced of it after a visit to the police station. At the end of a long audition, the teens will finally confess that they were present in the car without ever acknowledging that they participated in his theft. The owner of the vehicle being unreachable, no one will file a complaint, and after 24 hours, the 2 young people will be released. Night is falling in Lille, and for some, it's time for the service to start. Johnny and his teammate Sebastian are among these police officers who prefer night work.
Often the different ones are different under the influence of alcohol. It's rare that these different. Or if not, it's due to an ongoing divorce.
This time it has nothing to do with a divorce. It's a family night gone awry.
Good evening, sir. Did you call?
He's my sponsor because he's there. He's pulling out knives. He's sharpening them. He wants to cut me off. He wants to cut himself off. He comes here to wash his laundry, but he's there.
But did you all consume at home? It's a question I'm asking. We're going to go see.
The situation is not clear. What they understand is that in this apartment, 3 men drank a lot and only one of them would threaten the others with a knife.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. What is going on? It's him. Can you go there? Are you playing with a knife? Are you clogged? Where's the knife that you have? It's a big butcher knife. We're going to head over there, please. You have an identity document?
An identity document? Yeah, you want. I am not a research expert. He told me your verse is over there. I drank my drink, I ate, I made my American file and went to bed. I have his brother on the phone. I told him, your brother pisses me off. Then he annoyed me, and that's why I called the police.
But you are at his house.
Apparently, this man, a butcher by training, would have spent a quiet early evening with his nephew and their friend sitting back there. But after a few hours and a few drinks, an argument broke out and the butcher pulled out one of his knives.
The knife is there. You let go of him. There's the knife. I'll let you see it. I am a butcher. The knife is there. I wouldn't have killed, huh?
You're not playing with a knife.
I tell you frankly, not afraid of you. You can take me into custody. I don't give a damn. Calm down.
Where will you sleep if they kick you out?
Well, I would sleep at your place. I would sleep at your place.
My wife at my house doesn't want you. I will sleep at your hotel there.
Oh yeah, at the police station?
Yeah, police station.
I don't have a criminal record.
You are going to come with us. What am I going to do? As you told us, we're going to go to CNH. We're going to the hospital.
Hospital for what?
Do a non-hospitalization certification, and after.
I don't need to go to the hospital.
You're not deciding. Your brother.
I say my godfather, but I am his godson.
They will not seek to disentangle truth from falsehood. In this incomprehensible story, obviously, the man simply needs an evening in a sobering cell to calm down.
You're going out tomorrow morning.
Why tomorrow morning?
You're going to sober up at the police station.
To sober up, I'm not an alcoholic.
He got upset and the police decided to handcuff him.
We asked you nicely.
Go for it. Do what you want. I'm going to put all three of you on there. You can make me mad, I don't give a damn. Go for it. Flash me well, I've never done a police job in my life.
These verbal assaults linked to alcohol are daily routine emergency police officers.
Listen, sir, they drink every day.
We know it. They're always drunk.
There is no him. He's bringing others to come and drink.
This man is at home.
Here, I'm a tenant. They consume at home with their family, and then we don't want them anymore. So we're calling the police.
And then they give us the person we don't want anymore.
A sobering trip for the very drunk butcher and a few hours spent managing an anecdotal affair for emergency policemen. Here is the result of this family evening, a bit overwatered. A few hours later, we boarded with another rescue police crew. Greg and his colleagues are morning workers at dawn. They patrol Lille in its suburbs. This morning, at 6, the radio sends them on an extremely delicate matter.
We're being called in for an assault. And on the way, we learned she is 12 girl who was raped.
A serious story. They don't have all the details, but they are leaving.
On the scene.
If they aren't there now, the suspect may escape.
You have to see what it is. It seems unbelievable. 12 years alone. Or it was a bassoon who broke into a room.
Police officers know the region by heart. They arrive within a few minutes. The suspect didn't have time to get far.
Do you have it? Go on foot. Go on foot. Me, I'm stopping the car. Less than I greater than 59. It's intercepted. Get on the ground. Less than /, greater than. Okay, it's frozen. Behind Napoleon Road, where you dropped us off.
But surprise, when we caught up with him, the police realized that the alleged rapist is only about 15 years old.
Gentlemen, please.
Shut up. Shut up. Say nothing.
a teenager, barely out of childhood, as his bike proves abandoned a few meters away.
59 of 100 alpha. So we intercepted the individual who was on dirt roads, at the level of one of a wheat field on the back of Napoleon Road. We got his bike back. However, he seems to be used to confrontations with the police. Not impressed at all, he denies everything, not knowing what he is being accused of. Why did you hide? Didn't you go to the hospital? What did you do at the hospital? At which hospital? If it's you, we'll check it out.
The young boy corresponds exactly to the description of the witness who called the police. Now it remains to know what really happened in this hospital.
Crosstalk, did you cross the path with your bike? Why did you hide in the grass, in the thickets?
I pooped and went upstairs. Okay.
Do the police officers of Villeneuve-d'Ascq know you well? Why, have you already stolen? Is that all you do? Have you ever done anything more serious than theft?
To defend himself, the young pretends that he simply fought with the victim, a 12-year-old girl who would be her sister or cousin. But the police version is a bit different.
Sit down. Now, we're on the line with the witness, and we learn that finally, apparently there is a hospital employee the hope they would have seen with their underwear down. So it's more than a fight.
The maximum penalty for sexual assault on a minor is 10 years old. In this case, the young person will be tried by a juvenile court which, because of his young age, may decide to reduce the sentence by half. Like many police units, BAC men rotate between work in the morning, during the day, or at night. Today, Sebastian and his team are on duty at 8:50 p.m. and until 5 in the morning.
Good evening, listening to you. BAC 110 Alpha 4, Charlie Delta registered vehicle. Good night, good luck. You go to the center to take the temperature.
No radio calls. The police will therefore rely on their flair. They are heading to the Lille train station district, an area that is often lively, especially in the evening. Across the road, two figures catch their attention.
Good evening. Excuse me, take your hands out of your pockets, I asked. But I didn't do anything to myself. You're going to relax for 2 seconds now. Listen to me, look at me, you're going to relax for 2 seconds.
The two youth are a bit aggressive, but Sebastian will quickly calm them down.
What is your name? Are you joking or what? I'm checking your seatbelt. I don't have a belt. I'm jogging. I'm checking the belt. Relax now. Is it over? Are you going back down there a bit? Show me your papers. I don't know why you got mad all of a sudden. You're really fast. Let everyone know if I'm not a suspect. Do you think that's all I have to do? I will inform the French police and the French gendarmerie. North to south, east to west. You could go everywhere. Wherever you want, you won't be checked. I have a lot of calls to make, so I won't be staying long. Think a little bit about what you're asking me. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't drink when you don't know how to drink. I speak properly. Especially since you have no reason to get upset over nothing. Thankfully, there is a quiet.
It is a very ordinary check. Young people have done nothing and are not wanted. The BAC has decided to let them go again. But there is no question of relaxing their surveillance. One of the two young people, the one dressed in blue, is known to the police.
Made of violent theft on the second. In addition, it has been
Anthony,
checked.
Sebastian's teammate, recognizes this.
He must have anxieties, so he weighed the test. He wanted the check to go too fast. Pay the area and try to pick them up on foot above.
From a distance, Sebastian takes care of them. He is convinced of it. Sooner or later, they are going to take action. On this bridge, facing the railroad tracks, Sebastian is ideally placed to monitor the area without being noticed.
Normally, they will go along the wall, but it must remain in the shadows. There is actually lighting there. If I get on the stairs and are downstairs, they will immediately calculate me.
The two young people disappeared, worried by the presence of the police. There's no need to continue hiding. But Sebastian does not give up. I can't see them for a long time, they've come back in their footsteps. He knows that he will end up meeting them again for long hours. The BAC will not need to intervene until this call. At 3 o'clock in the morning.
There is a person who had their handbag, cell phone, etc. stolen. A cell phone robbery right next to the train station. Were you the victim of the theft? Will you get to know your attackers? No, did it happen in the middle of the street?
Yes, at the Lille Flanders train station.
Isn't that a guy with a sweater with a number on the back?
Yes. Is that
with
the
a number
man?
5 when on the back. Yeah.
A sweatshirt with a number 5 on the back. In any case, the summary description corresponds to one of the two young people searched a few hours earlier. And according to the victim, they stayed in the station area. What was stolen from you,
Cell
sir?
phone, satchel, clothes. How is your satchel? She's all black Lacoste.
In this kind of situation, any robber would have gone into hiding far away from where he operated. But just 20 meters from the entrance to the station, a familiar face.
Stay there. Don't move, don't move.
I'm not moving, please.
Stay still, don't move. You're making gestures. I don't really like it. You know very well why you're coming with us. Stop pretending to be innocent.
He has not moved and is not even trying to escape when they call him in. But it was him who would have robbed the victim. He admits it right away. He has the famous satchel on his shoulder.
You're already in control, that's good. You can imagine that the satchel did not fall out of the sky, as much as you say things.
If the alleged robber surrenders himself so easily to the police, it is not without reason. He is under 18, but despite his young age, it's not the first time he's been arrested. As a minor, he knows he'll probably get away with it with one night in custody, before being released the following morning.
There were 10 of them at the time of the events. He is in possession of one of the objects stolen from the victim. Earlier we tried to track them. They quickly went left-right. We knew we would get back to it.
This teenager, who we'll call Arthur, is a regular police officer. He was already arrested by the BAC 10 days earlier for the same acts. Violent robberies at night, and Sebastian and Anthony meet him regularly at the police station.
Why?
A small ticket from time to time for almost trivial flights. This speech is not the first time that Sebastian hears it.
But they can do that on 10 victims per night. At some point they fall. At some point they go to prison. After a while, attention. There are some, it makes them think, and there are others. They continue. They go up a notch, then one higher. It's greed for money.
Despite the efforts of Sebastian and his colleagues at the Lille police, the statistics don't lie. Violent robberies continue to increase in Lille, plus 19% in 5 years for 2,166 facts last year. That's nearly 6 assaults per day.